Hello, my name is Sreegauri Krishnakumar, and I'm a research associate at Blue Marble Space Institute of Science as a part of the Young Scientist Program 2025. I'm currently working on the project designing future human habitats on the Moon and Mars under the mentorship of Dr. Jen Blank. So, what are Martian lava tubes? They are large underground tunnels formed billions of years ago by flowing lava. When the surface cooled and hardened, molten lava beneath it drained away, leaving behind these hollow cave like structures. They are promising candidates for human habitats because they naturally solve many challenges of living on Mars. They provide radiation shielding, they act as thermal insulators, protecting against surface temperature extremes, they offer protection from micrometeorites, their structural stability reduces the need for heavy construction. Some may hold ice deposits, a vital resource for water and oxygen, and their enclosed form makes it easier to create a pressurized, breathable environment. And here's a fun fact. Martian lava tubes can be hundreds of meters tall, some as high as skyscrapers. This makes it feasible to fit an entire spacecraft carrying 100 people directly inside. The spacecraft could serve as the initial habitat, while the lava tube provides natural shielding from radiation, temperature extremes, and impacts. Here we see the first steps of construction inside a Martian lava tube. The engineering and construction team, supported by drones and rovers, works to reinforce the ceiling and establish a secure foundation. This phase is about turning the natural cave into a protected, livable space for the first crew. And here is the finished view of the lava tube exterior. The natural entrance has been reinforced with a secure metal airlock, creating the gateway to the habitat. Outside, you can also see solar panels for power, antennas for communication, and rovers for mobility, while astronauts prepare to enter. Against the dusty Martian sky and rugged hills, this represents a functioning outpost ready for long term habitation. The main focus of my project was on the habitation module for the medical bay. In the next few slides, I'll walk you through some of the advanced medical technologies that could play a possible role in supporting human health on Mars, technologies that may still be decades away but are highly relevant for the future of space exploration. When astronauts first enter the lava tube from the surface, they pass through the entry module. This chamber stabilizes the atmosphere and functions as a health monitoring station. Here, astronauts undergo repressurization, oxygen and pressure levels are regulated, and digital systems continuously track vitals like heart rate, temperature, and radiation exposure. And one of the futuristic ideas in my project is remote medical diagnostics using quantum entanglement. Here, you can imagine a patient lying in a medical chamber on Mars. Their health data is instantly shared with doctors on Earth through a pair of entangled particles, like having two connected orbs, one on Mars and one on Earth. This way, doctors can see the astronaut's condition in real time without the long delay of normal space communication. Here we can see an astronaut is wearing an adaptive skin suit inside the Martian medical bay. The suit acts like a living layer of protection, regulating temperature, filtering toxins, and even healing wounds with nanotechnology. This kind of technology would be especially suitable for astronauts sent on distant exploration missions where immediate medical support may not be available. This slide shows the use of nanobots in medicine. A patient rests in a diagnostic pod where millions of cell-sized nanobots work inside their body. Some repair damaged tissue, others dissolve clots, and some target tumors with precise energy beams. It reimagines medicine as a swarm of intelligent machines working together to keep the astronaut healthy. Here we see the concept of organ regeneration and bioprinting. A bioprinter fabricates a glowing organ layer by layer using bioink, while the holographic projections display its structure and progress. This technology imagines a future where astronauts could have replacement organs printed on demand, combining biology and engineering for survival far from Earth. Here, this concept shows cryosleep pods designed for long duration space survival. Inside each transparent pod, an astronaut rests in suspended animation with their vital signs like heart rate, brain activity, and metabolism slowed down and displayed on holographic panels. On Mars, keeping track of astronaut health in real time will be critical. Wearable medical technologies like smart patches and wrist monitors can continuously measure vitals such as heart rate, oxygen levels, and even cellular changes. The data appears instantly on holographic displays, giving doctors a complete picture at any moment. In a 100-person habitat, this kind of monitoring ensures that health issues are caught early before they become serious. Here we see a holographic medical assistant designed to provide advanced medical care. Unlike physical doctors, a holographic system can be available at any time, anywhere inside the habitat. It can run diagnostics, guide treatments, and offer decision support using AI-driven analysis. In a large habitat with many astronauts, having a holographic doctor readily available ensures that medical expertise is always within reach, even when human doctors are busy or far away. As my next step, I'll continue refining the design of my space habitat concept while also thinking about innovative technologies that could support life inside it. I would like to thank Dr. Jen and Christine for their guidance and support throughout the project. I would also like to thank the rest of my team members. Working with you gave me new perspective, and it was so much fun. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sophia Jones. My background is in horticulture, and this year I am starting a master in bioscience, specializing in plant science, and ultimately working towards becoming an astrobotanist. I participated in the YSP project for designing future human habitats on the Moon and Mars, mentored by Dr. Jen Blank. I decided to focus on the Moon because I was particularly interested in these pits that have been highlighted by NASA as potential landing and human habitat sites on the Moon. The background for this project is that there are 100 people going to the Moon, and they need a place to live. The pie chart in the middle is a population distribution of the roles of those 100 people. For example, there are 7 people allocated to community support, and they would be responsible for creating and fostering a sense of community between the various members living there. Additionally, there are 10 people allocated to education, but that is only if we are expecting children to live in the community in the future. If not, those 10 people can be allocated to other specialties. On the left are 2 factors to take into account as I decided to focus on the food production part of the habitat. Firstly, human factors, such as a variety in flavor and texture in the food produced, cultural preferences, and happiness and satisfaction. There are also classic environmental factors to take into account, such as temperature, humidity, pH and nutrient levels, contamination, and media selection. A factor that is more unique to growing off Earth is radiation. As I focused on food production, there were 3 additional things I wanted to be aware of in my design. The habitat needs to produce enough food to feed 100 people. It needs to be highly efficient with little human labor input, and that the food production is just a part of it, as there are also medicinal and therapeutic benefits. To feed 100 people, the growing facility needs to be about 4,000 square meters, although it could range from 3,000 to 5,000 square meters. The plants need to be compatible and diverse for full nutritional coverage and a vegan diet, as there are no animals in this habitat. Robots need to be integrated into the production and data collection system to reduce human labor input. And, as I previously mentioned, there are therapeutic effects from spending time in a natural area that feels like home away from home, and medicinal benefits, such as from secondary metabolites in some plants. There were many factors to consider in the design process, such as location and logistics for landing and building a habitat. Payload weight is the biggest concern, and alternative structure components need to be considered, such as glass and 3D printed structures made from lunar regolith. There also needs to be a balance between the work and personal lives of those living there. They can't be expected to work 24/7. As I worked on this project, I thought about how my research could be used in a future lunar habitat, and also how I could address current problems here on Earth. Food production off of Earth is difficult, and closed-loop controlled environment systems could help us grow on Earth in the face of issues like climate change and natural extreme environments, all while reducing waste and damage caused by traditional agriculture. Expansion to the Moon is just the first step. I wanted to keep in mind that these ideas could be translated to production on Mars. There would of course be differences in the impacts of a different amount of gravity, different properties of the regolith, and perhaps different priorities in the food produced. AI is a hot topic right now, and it was a major part of this project. It began with generating images of radially oriented vertical growing systems to generating images of living communities, cafeterias, craft and relaxation spaces, engineering bays, and EVA preparation sites. AI allowed me to visualize my ideas quickly and share them with others in my project group. Thank you for this amazing opportunity. I'm so happy to be a part of the YSP community, and I'm looking forward to seeing where we grow next.